So this second fishing trip of ours has been like Tunisia all over again, full of glimmers of hope that we're finally calling it a trip and heading in, only to be let down again. Tunisia is where I was when the pandemic blew up, and it took me 11 days to get home. I spent 4 days in the airport trying to get home, and there were so many glimmers of hope that this was going to be the flight that was going to get me home. I made 3 attempts to get home. I even flew to Istanbul only to be flown back to Tunisia. So it was a real roller coaster ride of emotions, of highs and lows, getting so high when there's a glimmer of hope and then getting so low when that glimmer of hope is shot down once again. And this has kind of been like that, not to the same extent, but I do feel so excited when it sounds like it's the end of our trip and that we're heading back to town. And then I do get pretty down every time I learn that we're not going back. The plans change once again, and we're going out to fish in a different area for a couple more days, or going to go hide in an inlet for a couple days from the rain or from the wind, and then go out and fish some more. And so many times I thought we were going back, and we're still not going back. So at this point I don't believe that we ever are. I just have to accept that we're never going back, and if we do, hey, that's great. Anywho, right now the plan is 2 or 3 more days of fishing around here. We're going to be out of fuel by the end of that, so we'll have to go somewhere. Hopefully not Winter Harbor, because there's nothing at all to do there. No way to get out of there. It would just be a spot to refuel. We're well past the equinox now, which means that the season is coming to an end. Once again, it sounds like all the fishermen are going to be calling it a season after these couple of days of fishing in this area. We're like south of the Triangle right now, which is south of Cape Scott, just sort of along the west side of Vancouver Island, but at the far northern tip of Vancouver Island, but on the west side. So anyways, it's getting light now. Mike's down in the freezer stacking fish again. Looks like we'll be fishing in the rain today. It's raining sideways, so yay. Okay, well, I'm back in Port Hardy. I haven't felt like getting the camera out lately. I'm absolutely exhausted. We got in last night. I got a decent sleep, but I guess it's just accumulated fatigue or something, because I'm wrecked right now. I just went for a shower at Strikers there. It was easily the best shower I've had in 16 days. Our plan for now is to leave here tomorrow night and head straight back to the Victoria area, and Mike is going to hang on to the fish because there's speculation that the price will go up, and so I have no problem with that. I'm going to be probably getting off the boat once we get back to the Sydney Victoria area, but I'm just so happy to be back on land, so happy to be connected to the outside world again, to talk to my family and friends, and so happy to be clean. Oh my goodness. Just appreciating all the little things right now, even small things like the silence and not having to hold on to something to stand up straight. It's so nice to not be on a rocking boat. So that's the update. We filled the freezer with fish. Another successful trip out to sea, basically a full load. The speculation the price will go up, so hopefully it'll be a decent payday. And yeah, I guess that's it. Hopefully the plans don't change anymore. Yeah, check in later. So we are well on our way home now. We're coming on to the Discovery Passage there, which is about halfway between Port Hardy and southern Vancouver Island, the Victoria area. We drove all night. Mike drove all night. I slept all night. Slept pretty well. The weather has calmed down. It was super wavy to begin. I was surprised because it's in the Straits. I thought it was normally calmer. Right now it's totally calm. So nice out here. Beautiful morning. And we've got some porpoises swimming around us, playing around the bow. They're always in big groups. They seem to hang out in groups, and they often are swimming in tandems, 2x2s. That's what I call swimming with a porpoise. You know, 5 weeks ago when we passed by here on our way up to Hardy, it felt like we were getting into such a remote area, so far from home, so far from the beaten path. Now, 5 weeks later, on our way back down south towards the Victoria area, it feels like we're already home passing through these straits. It feels like we're so close to civilization again. Because we were really far out there in the middle of nowhere on that ocean. What a beautiful sunrise. We're passing Powell River now. It's a beautiful sunny afternoon now. Float 10. What a nice marina. I am in, you guessed it, Powell River. Powell River, which is not on Vancouver Island. How did I end up here, you ask? I have no idea. No, it's supposed to blow really hard tonight and tomorrow, and so we had to cut up our journey from Port Hardy at the northern end of Vancouver Island down to Victoria at the south. We had to cut it up into 2 separate stints, I guess. So this is our overnight stay. Looks like blowing windy all day tomorrow, so we'll be here all day, and hopefully maybe the next day I'll get back to Sydney. In the meantime though, it's nice weather right now, so I'm gonna wander around town. Never been to Powell River. It's along the Sunshine Coast. It's only accessible by ferry. You actually have to take 2 separate ferries to get here if you're coming from Vancouver. So this is a cool opportunity to explore. So I've just done a pretty well a loop of the entire town of Powell River. Been walking for a couple hours already. I would love to show you more of it, but to be honest, there's not much to show. It's a pretty regular town, just some residential streets. There's a nice park by the water. I'm gonna go back there later. Now I'm in like the kind of commercial area. There's a Walmart here. I might go grab a snack. And yeah, it's a nice town though, and it smells so nice and fresh of autumn. You can already smell the leaves. So we left Powell River a couple hours ago. We're not going to go straight to Sydney. We're going to stop in, I think it's called Pender Harbour, just about 4 or 5 hours further down the coast because it's still blowing a little bit. So over here, this is the Sunshine Coast, the mainland of BC, and on the other side is Texada Island, which is one of the biggest islands in Georgia Strait there, which separates Vancouver Island from the mainland of BC. So way on the other side of that island is Vancouver Island. So there's been another change of plans. One of the other 2 boats in our convoy is having some kind of issue, and so the seas were getting a little choppy for his liking, even though it's not very choppy, especially compared to the open ocean. This is nothing, but all the same, we're going to take shelter in this inlet over here, a little bay area. It's pretty much in the middle of nowhere. It's right along the Sunshine Coast. The plan for now anyway is to drop anchor here and spend, I guess, the night or so and then resume travel towards Sydney in the morning. Again, the plan seems to have changed. We're not going to anchor here after all. The other boat in our convoy only needs to change I forget if it was a fuel filter or something. It's going to take a couple of hours. They're anchoring up, but Mike is feeling adventurous, so we're going to do a little loop around this bay. It's called Blind Bay. There's cottages all around and boats anchored in some spots. I can see smoke from a campfire over in that direction. It looks absolutely beautiful, and it smells like, I guess, cedar burning in people's wood stoves. It smells so nice. It's peaceful, calm, beautiful spot. Looks like some lumber kind of operations are going on here. They've got a big boom set up in the middle of the bay with a whole bunch of logs floating in it, and a couple of tugboats off on the side there. Man, what a serene area. So peaceful. How much do you think a single log is worth?
Oh, some of the stuff probably like 5-10 grand.
For a single log, eh?
Some of it's pretty nice wood.
Yeah. This place looks beautiful. We're coming into Pender Harbour, and one of the parts, I think it's this part here, is called Donnelly Landing. It looks beautiful. Really nice houses, fancy cottages and stuff. People here ain't hurting.
A store nearby, or?
Not open right now.
No, she closed up.
Yeah, everything closed up till tomorrow.
Okay.
So we're on land. We found a place to park the boat. I guess this is Pender Harbour, but this area specifically, I think, is Donnelly Landing. Everything seems to be closed. It's a pretty quiet area. Pender Harbour, it's been real. It's actually really beautiful here. Nice spot. Glad we got to stop here. And we are off, and our next planned stop is Sydney. Estimated time of arrival sometime in the middle of the night. Getting close now. The Strait of Georgia is completely flat today. Smooth, beautiful day. Sun's out. It's pretty warm. It's a little chilly, but it's nice. And the water is just so calm. The boat ain't rocking at all. We're coming on to getting close to Nanaimo now. On pace to get back to Sydney in the middle of the night, maybe 3 in the morning, somewhere around there. Things are good. Tuna for sale.
Tuna for sale. Woo!
just set on another day. It was the perfect day. The water was as calm as could be. It was sunny most of the day. Just a beautiful day. And we are about 2 hours out from Active Pass, which is just a stone's throw from Sydney, another 3 or so hours from there. It's getting dark now. We'll arrive in the middle of the night, so I'm going to end this video here. I look forward to seeing you on the other side. I'm looking so forward to getting back on land and having my van back and getting back on the road. See you soon.